Is the night sky guy here. I'm outside of Montreal in as dark of a place as I can find, and I'm looking to see, of course, the moon and, of course, Venus as well. And it looks like it's really beautiful, the pair. Venus is just underneath the moon, and you can see the two together. It looks absolutely beautiful. Highly recommend to go out and watch the moon, Venus, and Mars. I'm getting a cloudy, thin layer, but despite that, I can still see the moon and Venus, which is really impressive. So if you can get out, take some pictures. I'm going to be taking some pictures, photos, and using the hashtag beauty without borders. That's hashtag beauty without borders. You can see it in the scrolling ticker underneath here of what I'm talking about. Beauty without borders. You put it on your social, and Astronomers Without Borders international nonprofit is running a Beauty Without Borders photo campaign of this beautiful sight of the moon and the planets together, and sharing it with the world. So just use that hashtag that's scrolling underneath there in the screen, and you get to see the moon, Venus, and Mars from all over the place, people sharing it from around the world. It's really a fun thing to do, and really showcases the whole idea that we share the same night sky. And even, for me here in Montreal, Canada, despite being kind of a little bit overcast, I can't really see the stars too well from where I am. The moon is very bright, and so is Venus underneath it. So I'll be taking pictures and post them, and I'll show much better than what you're seeing here on this video. There's no doubt about that. But it's really impressive just to think that these are different neighboring worlds all clustered in one part of the sky. And tomorrow, Wednesday, the 14th, the 24th of May, you will see them in a different position. And the moon will be close to Mars tomorrow, which is really impressive. Tonight, the moon is actually very close. If you've got very clear skies, you'll be able to see the moon very near two bright stars called Pollux and Castor. They are the Gemini twin stars. So there's some of the brightest stars in the sky. They represent the lead or brightest stars in the constellation Gemini, the twins. And tonight, Tuesday night, the moon is right next to them. Now, you won't be able to see this on this particular shot because I'm on my phone, but with the naked eye, very easy to see. Even if you're stuck within city limits and there's some light pollution, you can still see the moon next to these two stars. So I'm putting out that challenge to you guys. Take a look. And if you see tonight a crescent moon and there's two stars very close to a line of two stars, like on this side, very, very close, I should say, this side, like that, two stars. And it won't be coming out here, but you'll see them with the naked eye, no problem. Those are the brightest stars representing the twins, the Gemini twins, Castor and Pollux. Pollux is the one that's closest to the moon, and Castor is the one a little bit farther away. And you'll see that there's actually a color difference between the two as well. One's a little yellow, than the other one's a little bit more white. And Mars, by the way, is farther up in this direction. Let me see, this direction over here. You can see my hand. So you'll be looking for Mars. And tomorrow night, Wednesday night, the moon will jump up to higher up and be close to Mars. Now I'll post some photos of this so you'll see where, and I'll mark on the photo where these individual planets are: Mars, Venus, and of course the moon, and in relation to each other. So, and I've actually posted what they look like, some sky charts. If you go onto my Facebook or on Instagram, or if you're watching on YouTube, my video of the week that I posted on Monday, the night sky this week, I actually go through that. But if you go into my post, you'll see the movement of the moon hopping from one planet to the next, and it's pretty incredible to be able to see that. So I'm just out here. It's really nice. It's probably about, I would say, about 18 degrees Celsius. I'm about 45 minutes to an hour outside of downtown Montreal, Canada. I'm in a more rural setting next to a little lake. And it's in my neighborhood where I live. And I absolutely love it because I get to see this beautiful sight towards the west. So look towards the west right now if you have clear skies and it's nighttime. I'm almost 2 hours after my local sunset, and it's still up. So the moon and Venus are a great sight, even despite 2 hours after the sun has set. And the sunset just behind me. So if you've got clear skies and you're waiting for darkness to follow, if you're somewhere around the world where it's not quite dark yet, this is something to look forward to. It's absolutely beautiful. We call this a conjunction of the worlds of these planets and the moon. It's just a beautiful sight. And it's a great opportunity if you're not familiar with the night sky to see this great show. So I put that out there, all you guys. Hope you enjoy it. It is a lot of fun. I can see people tuning in. Luis from Palm Springs, California. Wonderful that you join. I'd love to see where you're watching from. That's a lot of fun. So it's really, really cool. So if you can take a picture, use your phone, by the way. That's what I use, is my smartphone. I have an iPhone, and it's very easy to do and take some photos. So I encourage you, and use the hashtag that you see underneath here, hashtag beauty without borders. Post it on your Twitter account, Instagram, Facebook, and we'll be able to share that. So who else is on here? Let's see. I've got on YouTube uh, Karen watching from Colorado. I'm a Gemini. Ah, well, there you go. So the Gemini twins tonight are right next to the moon. It's really neat. And it's amazing to think that these stars are like 33 and 51 light years away. So, many decades it takes the light from these stars to reach us here. Luciane is watching from Brazil. Hello, wonderful for you to join us. And Pat, you're welcome for the pictures. I mean, I'll be posting pictures after this too, once I finish my live stream here. I just wanted to share this with all you guys, all my stargazing friends around the world. It's a great opportunity to get familiar with the night sky and just soak in the beauty of watching the crescent moon. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's setting right now behind me above a lake in the west. So you're looking towards the west, and it's just a gorgeous sight. And just think that the moon is about 370,000 light years. No, it's 370,000 kilometers away from the Earth. That means that it takes the light from the moon that's bouncing off the moon. It takes about 1 second to reach your eye. That's how close the moon is, but it still takes about just over a second for the light to reach your eye from the moon. Remember, the moon isn't producing its own light, right? Of course, it's reflecting the sunlight. The same sunlight that reaches us here on Earth is hitting the moon, the surface of the moon, and because the moon's surface is fairly bright, it's reflective. It reflects off of it and takes 1 second to travel between the moon and the Earth. Isn't that amazing? It's just incredible. And so that's what you see back here in back of me, is that beautiful moon. I don't know if you can see Venus underneath it, but it's a beautiful sight. So I'm so glad you guys could join me. And if you're seeing this recorded, remember also Wednesday, May 24th, is another chance to see this clustering, and the moon will be next to Mars tomorrow night. So another great opportunity to see this three beautiful worlds all clustered together. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, I'm on every Monday. Catch my show, The Night Sky The Night Sky This Week, every Monday afternoon Eastern Time, and watch for those sky charts that I put up every week. Thank you so much for your support. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Why don't you? This way you get to know what's in the night sky every week. I also do live streams and go outside and show you some easy things that everyone can see. You don't need binoculars or telescopes to enjoy things like this. Astronomy is very accessible for everyone around the world, and we share the same sky wherever you're watching from. So thanks so much for spending a few minutes with me, and I hope to see you on Monday on my next live stream. Until then, bye everyone, and clear skies.